or which type of cell division is going to take place throughout the life cycle of an individual. It will be mitosis. If somebody got a wound on their skin, that will be repaired by the mitosis. If somebody is growing in size, if somebody is increasing in their height, it is taken place by the beauty of mitosis. So mitosis is that activity that which takes place throughout the life cycle of an individual, that continue to go ahead, that won't stop no matter anything else happen. It will be good, it will continue to go, it will continue to replicate and multiply. So as per the definition of the book, mitosis is a process by which parent cell divides into the daughter cell with the same number of chromosomes as present in the parent cell. So basically, if we have a skin cell, if we have a hair, if we have a fallen hair, they will be exactly same as that of the one who have fallen. So we can say that it is because the same number of chromosomes are going to be transferred from the parents to the from parent cell to the offspring, or parent cell to the daughter cell. Now in this case, the number of chromosomes is doubled. That is the very first point we should note down. First thing is that the same number of chromosomes are transmitted from parents to the daughter cells. Next point would be the number of chromosomes will be doubled during interphase. During mitosis, when the nucleus of a parent cell divides, both chromatids of chromosome go separate. So we have studied when it comes to the chromosome, it was a cross over here. So this cross will be broken down. This chromatid, this will be separated from this other chromatid. So it will be separating. Here is it. Here is half part of it. Here is another part of it. Okay, in this way, two sets of chromosomes are formed, each with a single chromatid. So earlier it was one chromosomes or one pair of chromatid. That pair of chromatid would be dividing into the two sets of chromosomes who go separate over here. So each pair of chromosomes will now be separated with the single chromatid. The two sets of chromosomes are distributed equally in the daughter cell nuclei. So we have been studying since the very beginning of the chapter that one chromatid is coming from the parent cell. The other half is of offspring's own cell, that is the new DNA. That is why if half chromatid is coming from the parent cell, the DNA of the children or of the daughter cell will exactly that of their parents, but half is of new. Next thing will be each with a single chromatid over here. The two sets of chromosomes are distributed equally in the two daughter cells. The same DNA, the same chromosome will be distributed. After nuclear division, shallow grooves. With the shallow grooves, they mean that it is the pinching inward. If something is circular and we got to pinch it or push it inward, this is called as the shallow groove. That is how pinching inward would lead towards the conversion or division of parent cell into the daughter cell. So the two cells are now the two sets of chromosomes are distributed equally in the two daughter cell nuclei. After nuclear division, it's like the parent cell has been converted into the two daughter cells. We are making two shallow grooves basically, or pinching it inward. Let us say we are having a circular cell over here. It contains some nucleus into it or cytoplasm into it. So at the time of cell division, it will be pinching inward. It will be starting making some grooves, and everything will be converting into the two halves, which are called as the daughter cells. It's further going to be deepen ahead, and it will be converting into the two daughter cells. Each will have its own nucleus. Yeah, here in the certain fact there is an interphase. When it comes to the interphase, the number of chromosomes will be doubled. There is one chromatid in the phase number 3.4 interphase. There were single chromatid available. As soon as cell division proceeds, the number of chromosomes will be doubled, as we have studied. When mitosis proceeds in the interphase, the number of chromosomes keep on getting doubled. Next thing would be the cell. This is the parent cell. It start pinching inward. It is making the shallow grooves. When it is making the shallow grooves, it is dividing or converting the chromosomes into the chromatid. So now there is a cross over here in the third point of the nuclear division. Why they are like 4 over here? Because every half of it of this transmitted to over here. They are two pinkish color. They are transmitted over here broken down. Other green colored chromatid will also be transmitted over here. Next point is, this is called as the deep and shallow grooves. That deep and shallow grooves would be preparing cell to got divide into the two daughter cells. Now in this phase they are preparing a cell for the cell division. Now as soon as it is pinching inward, it is getting deeper, and when it is getting deeper, one parent cell would be converted into the two daughter cells. So this is called as cytokinesis. Cytokinesis is when the cytoplasm divides into the two daughter cells. When we look up to the very first phase, which was the interphase, it was containing two chromatid over here. At the end of the interphase, the two chromatids were converted into two chromosomes or two sets of chromosomes. Next phase is nuclear division, when cell pinches inward. When it pinches inward, it divides into the set of chromosomes, and as soon as it is going ahead at the end of nuclear division, the daughter cell or the parent cell pinches inward, preparing cell for the like deep and shallow grooves. As soon as first the slight inward pinching would occur. At the next phase, earlier than the start of the cytokinesis, the groove is getting deeper. It is getting deeper because it has to divide the cytoplasm into the the cytoplasm of parent cell into the two daughter cells, so that they can be dividing into the two daughter cells. Nucleus and cytoplasm could be equally distributed. That is why the DNA of daughter cells look exactly alike to that of their parent cell, because the same information has been transmitted. So now we can say that mitosis is a process of transformation of information from parents to the offspring, when first chromosome number doubled, and then exactly same information is transmitted from parents to the offspring. Example of them is the wound healing. When a wound is healed, so we can simply relate it, because when a skin cell is wounded, our body will regenerate exactly same skin cell, because same set of information will be transmitted from parent cell to the offspring. The next topic over here is the meiosis. Meiosis is the process by which cell divides twice to form four daughter cells, in such a way that the number of chromosomes in each daughter cell is reduced to half as compared to the parent cell. Earlier it was doubling. Now in this case, the number of chromosomes will reduce to half as compared to the parent cell. So over here we can see that here is the parent cell having four chromosomes. There are four chromosomes. They will be in the next phase. They will start making pairing. Now you can see that they are going to be reducing. Their size is getting smaller. Okay. Meiotic division number 1 or 1 division, the daughter cells have two chromosomes on each side. After this stage, each chromosome has been shown to have two chromatid. Now as soon as we are moving ahead, they are diverging themselves to this corners. Here are the corners. They will reach the corners. Ahead they will start pinching inward. When they start pinching inward, first they will make a shallow, and then they will make the deeper grooves. At the end of the phases, then they will also divide into four daughter cells. Earlier, one parent cell was dividing into two daughter cells. In this case, one parent cell divides itself into four daughter cells. So here is the very first parent, the very first figure. Here is the parent cell. Ultimately, it will divide itself into the four daughter cells, and the number of chromosomes will reduce to half as compared to the parent cell. So here comes out for the division or detail simply. The process of meiosis consists of the two divisions, meiotic 1 division and meiotic 2 division. During meiotic 1 division, the number of chromosomes is reduced to half as compared to the parent cell. Meiotic 2 division is similar to meiosis because the half number of chromosomes is retained into four daughter cells. So we can say that the meiosis is a process in which number of chromosomes reduced to half. Further, there are two division of the meiosis. In the division number 1, the number of chromosomes will reduce to half as compared to their parent cell. In the meiotic cell division, it is similar to the mitosis because it is a case when the half number of chromosomes is retained in the four daughter cells. So that is how the meiotic division number 2 is similar to the number of division. They would divide into the four daughter cells. Earlier it was dividing into two daughter cells. The next point is about the comparison of the mitosis and meiosis. Meiosis is a process that keep going on throughout the life. So during mitosis, the two daughter cells are formed from the parents. When it comes to the meiosis, during meiosis, four daughter cells are formed from the parent cell. Mitosis is having two parents divides into two daughter cells. Okay. Again, in case of meiosis, the four daughter cells are formed from the parent cell. So mitosis is from 1 to 2 and meiosis is 1 to 4. The number of chromosomes in the daughter cells of mitosis remains same as the parent cell. 20 if 23 chromosomes are present, or maybe 23 number of pairs are present, daughter will have the same, no variation in its number of chromosomes will occur. In meiosis, the number of chromosomes in the daughter cells is reduced to half as compared to the parent cell. So half in the number of chromosomes occur. If parent cell is having, we have studied like somatic cells are having 23 pairs of 46 chromosomes in the entire body. But when it comes to the gametes have half number of chromosomes. So it's the same case. Parent cell so before formation of zygote, fusion of egg and sperm were having 23 chromosomes. 23 chromosomes of egg and sperm fused together to make one diploid cell, which is called as zygote, that was having 20 that was having 46 number of chromosomes. So in meiosis, the daughter cells are haploid, while in the mitosis, the daughter cells are diploid in number. Examples of mitosis are the regular activities of the body, like the hair cells. So meiosis occurs to produce the sperm, such as sperms and eggs in animals or spores in the plants. So at another point, that mitosis continues throughout the life cycle. Meiosis will continue when it comes to the puberty or at the time of reproduction. That is the fourth point to be added. Okay, here's an information. Characteristics of living things are controlled by the genes on the chromosomes. We have studied chromosomes are the crosses, and right on those crosses there are some genes, just like button are present on the shirts. So chromosome genes are present on the chromosome in that way. Mitosis is a great blessing of nature. Obviously, if mitosis occur, organisms will complete their growth. They will increase their body size. They will repair. So, if mitosis would would not be there, the individual would die of bleeding, would die of pain. Body will would never be able to heal itself in that particular condition without mitosis. So if there were no mitosis, the number of chromosomes could not be maintained constant. Mutations and variation would be occurred. No one would be able to resemble his parents. Even like word disorder in the world would be would go spread if mitosis is not transmitted. Meiosis is also significant because it controls heredity information from generation to generation. So when it comes to the body healing or the growth of individual, it is due to the mitosis. When we refer to the like transformation of information from generation to generation, it is done by the meiosis. Next is nucleus is part of which cell is part of the cell which control all activity of the whole cell. So just like we have the brain, this brain of cell is called as nucleus. It is responsible for controlling or in guiding all the activities to be done by the cell. So first, the nucleus, who is lying here in the center, is responsible for generation of information. As soon as it produce or generate information, it gives instructions to the cell for the division. Next thing is chromosomes. Chromosomes are found in the nucleus of a cell. They consist of two things, dash and dash, that is proteins and DNA. DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA is a material that contains complete set of instructions for developing a new cell or an organism. That is why it is called as heredity material, because it contains all the genes into it. Like all the genes are compiled or united together to give rise to the DNA. So DNA is the heredity material. Okay, for one kind of species of organism, the number of cells in the number of chromosomes in the cells remain constant. If you take DNA of a person who is here and you try to match it to that with the DNA of the person who was very earlier in this world, okay, maybe about 70,000 trillion years ago, so the DNA will be the number of chromosome will be 23 pairs. So we can say that the number of chromosomes of people or individuals of one species is always same, because the number of chromosomes are transmitted, but the number is constant for one species. Okay, now when gametes are formed, egg or sperms are present in animal, or spores in plants are there, the number of chromosomes is reduced to half in the gametes and spores. Obviously, in the somatic cells, again the skin cells, the hair cells, the number of chromosomes are 46 in case of human species. But when it comes to the number of chromosomes present in the sperms and eggs, or basically the gamete cells, it is going to be half, maybe 23 in the sperms and 23 in the egg cells of the human. This is a comparative slide between mitosis and meiosis. Looks like how these two factors differ from each other. We can use it for the comparison purpose before going to key point. The first key point over here is the transmission of characteristics from parents to the offspring is called as heredity. Next point is the science of heredity. It is the study of structure and behavior of genes. Structure, like how is it arranged, and behavior, like what type of changes it is making. Either it is making one taller, shorter, or maybe bald, or what type of instructions are being displayed by the gene. Gene is basically the basic physical and functional unit of heredity is called gene. Genes act as instructions to make molecules called as protein. So basically, the genes are the set of instructions used to make the molecule or called protein. Genes are located on chromosomes. Variation means an individual that processes characteristics different from the others of the same kind. Okay, so when two people are varying in their nature, they are having variations in their characteristics, or maybe nature, maybe the physical appearance, there is a that is due to the variation. So it makes different characteristics between the individual of the same species. Adaptations, it is basically the characteristics of an individual that help any organism to survive in certain environments. So human got adaptive with the time. We can live in certain environmental conditions. It is called as adaptations. So each DNA molecule is made up of thousands of small units called as nucleotides. Those nucleotides are bonded together with the hydrogen bonds. Adenine is making 2 hydrogen bonds with the thiamine. Cytosine is making 3 hydrogen bonds with the guanine, and then compiling them up will make the DNA. The number of chromosomes is constant for every kind or species of organisms. When a sperm and an egg fuse to form zygote, you can simply say that when two haploid cells are fusing to create or form zygote, the characters or genes are transferred in the zygote. The information is transferred in the zygote. Zygote, after passing through various stages, it develops the characteristics in the new body, that is baby. That is why people resemble their parents. Okay, next thing would be what the cell division is. It's the process by which a cell divides into the two daughter cells, and they would share information with their daughter. This is called as the cell divisions. We have studied two types of cell divisions: mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis is a process by which a parent cell divides into two daughter cells with the same number of chromosomes in the as in the parent cell. It simply means like it is a life going process. It starts when since the after the formation of a zygote, and it ends when an organism dies. Meiosis is a process which divides to form four daughter cells in such a way that the number of chromosomes in each daughter cell is reduced to half as compared to that of the parent cell. So it will take place only at the time of puberty, or when at the time of fusion of egg and sperm. Two, so we can say that they are the two like the gametes, or two are they are the two daughter cell who will who will combine or unite to make a zygote who is a diploid then. So that's it for meiosis as well. So please subscribe to the channel. We will make more videos till the content complete for the federal general science. Thank you.